Archangel Michael has been standing at the entrance of your day for the last 24 hours, holding a message that will not leave until your eyes meet these words. Heaven has issued a big problem alert over your name, and the window to receive it is narrower than a heartbeat. Do not scroll. Do not blink. Do not turn away. 2 minutes. That is all the time this transmission needs to reach the bones of who you are and rearrange the direction of everything that comes next. Today, on this exact hour, on this exact breath, the seal that was placed over your circumstances is being lifted, and what has been circling your doorway like a patient lantern is finally being allowed to enter. Stay. Listen. Receive. The wind changed direction while you slept last night. You may not have felt it in your skin, but your spirit registered the shift like a compass, finding true north after years of drifting. The clocks in the invisible realm bent forward on your behalf, buying you another chance to see what has been trying to show itself. Archangel Michael says, "A warning has been moving like distant thunder behind the curtain of your ordinary hours, and it has pressed its palm against the door of your name until you finally paused long enough to hear it. That pause is happening right now. That door is opening right now. And what stands on the other side is not what you feared. It is something much older, much kinder, and much more determined to reach you than anything the enemy has ever sent to distract you. There was a moment last night, or perhaps the night before, when a hush fell over your room in a way that felt unnatural and holy at the same time. The refrigerator sounded further away. The traffic outside softened as if the city had inhaled and forgotten to exhale. Ordinary objects on your table seemed to glow with a light that did not come from the lamp. You brushed it off because your mind has been trained to distrust the sacred when it arrives in slippers instead of thunder. But you were not imagining it. You were being visited. And Archangel Michael says the visitation has returned today with more strength, more clarity, and more insistence than before. Hear it, receive it, welcome it into your house. Every step you take on this day carries a weight that is heavier than any other step you have taken this month, and that weight is not a punishment. It is not fear wearing a robe of authority to intimidate you into paralysis. It is guidance. It is a mantle settling onto shoulders that were always designed to carry it. Today, you stand at a crossroads that does not look like a crossroads. It looks like the walk from your bedroom to your kitchen. It looks like the moment you reach for your keys. It looks like the pause before you speak to someone whose voice has been draining you for years. Heaven has recorded every one of those quiet junctions, not to judge you, but because those small gestures reveal the direction your spirit is truly facing, and the direction is about to change. Today, before this day ends, a decision that has been postponed for weeks, maybe months, maybe years, will present itself to you again. It will not arrive dressed in fireworks. It will arrive as a small window of 2 hours during which the noise around you will drop. The pressure from voices that do not love your peace will lift, and a clean choice will lay itself gently at your feet. Do not miss it because it looks ordinary. The most important doorways in your life have always disguised themselves as ordinary. Archangel Michael says the ordinary is where God does the deepest work, because that is where you finally stop performing long enough to be reached. The alert from heaven is not a siren meant to frighten you into shrinking. It is a bell tolling from a tower that has been watching over your family for generations. Every ring of that bell carries a lesson you already know somewhere inside your chest, and a strength you have not yet permitted yourself to claim. A curtain of delay has been draped across your eyes by a voice that told you later would be safer, later would be clearer, later would be the right time to act. That voice was not your friend. That voice was a soft trap laid by fear wearing borrowed authority, a fear that dressed itself in reasonable clothing and whispered patient-sounding lies while your days quietly emptied of purpose. Today, the curtain lifts. Today, the trap breaks. Today, the delay ends. The last 24 hours have been full of small nudges that looked like coincidences to your rational mind, but were in fact carefully placed signals from your protectors. You shifted in your chair at the exact minute a friend you had not thought of in months suddenly thought of you. Your heart quickened at a memory that had no reason to surface until you noticed the calendar and realized the date meant something. A song came on the radio that had lived quietly in the back of your mind for decades. A number appeared in an unlikely place, perhaps on a receipt, perhaps on a license plate, perhaps in a dream, and appeared again hours later on the clock as you looked up without reason. These are not accidents. These are aligned threads tugging gently at your sleeve, asking you to pay attention while there is still time to respond. Do not blame yourself for the hours that have already passed since this message first began circling your doorway. Time is not a judge holding a gavel over your head, waiting to sentence you for slowness. Mercy is never late to its own appointment. Mercy is standing at your gate right now, with patient eyes and open hands, and mercy will wait until you cross the threshold, no matter how many times you almost turned back. Today, on this breath, on this heartbeat, mercy meets you exactly where you are and does not scold you for the route you took to get here. Hear me, receive me, walk with me. The message at its core is simple, but its unfolding will change the architecture of your life. It asks you to step back from one path that has been quietly draining the light from your face. You know which path. You do not need me to name it. Your body knows the taste of the heavy air in certain rooms. Your spirit knows the exact weight of the forced smile you have been wearing at certain tables. Whatever has been asking you to shrink is not your teacher anymore. Whatever has been demanding that you translate yourself into smaller versions, to remain palatable to people who never intended to grow with you. That season is closing today. Today, not next week, not after the holidays, not when the timing feels less inconvenient. Today. There was a pattern in the last 24 hours that you almost missed because it wore the clothing of ordinary life. You heard the same phrase spoken by two different mouths that did not know each other. You saw the same number appear in three unlikely places without effort. A stranger looked at you a second too long in a way that felt oddly familiar. A song you had forgotten reintroduced itself. A dream you have not had in years walked you through a house whose hallways looked exactly like the rooms of your childhood. These patterns are not random when they arrive in clusters with calm insistence. They are the fingerprints of guidance pressing gently onto the surface of your day. Open your hands right where you are sitting. Open them wider than the story you have been telling yourself. Release the belief that everything worth having must be earned by worry, chased by effort, or protected by suffering. The wings above you operate under a different economy entirely. They pay in clarity. They pay in steadiness. They pay in the kind of strength that does not need to raise its voice to prove it is present. Your attention is the doorway through which help enters your life, and today, you're being invited to open that doorway deliberately. The way you open a window after a long storm has finally moved past your house. Freshness will pour in without asking permission the moment the latch is lifted. Raise the latch. Today. Now. A big problem was placed on your table by voices that do not love the quiet in your chest. They called it urgent. They dressed it up as a test you were failing. They made you believe your worth would be measured by how quickly you responded to their manufactured emergencies. Heaven corrects that framing today with a steady hand and a clear map. The correction is not a scolding. It is a realignment. It is a gentle redrawing of the line where your feet feel planted and your breath is allowed to travel all the way down into your belly before returning to the sky. Stand on that line now, even if your legs feel unsteady. The ground is stronger than the trembling. Perhaps you feel like you have waited too long to hear this. Perhaps a small voice inside is whispering that the door has already closed on you, that you missed the appointment, that everyone else received their letter years ago, while yours got lost in some celestial mailroom. Silence that voice. It is lying. Destiny is much sturdier than the shadow of your fear about being late. Destiny waits at the edge of the minute if it has to, and 2 minutes on heaven's clock can hold a transformation that earthly calendars need months to notice. That is not poetry. That is the actual mathematics of grace. Grace measures distance not by miles or by hours, but by the depth of your willingness to say yes when the door finally appears. Say yes now. Use these breaths, right here, right now, to choose presence without decorating it with drama. You do not have to make this moment big to make it real. Presence alone is enough to unlock what fear had convinced you was welded shut. Presence is the answer that never needed cleverness to be powerful. Your protectors, the ones who have walked beside you through hospital corridors and empty kitchens, and long nights when the ceiling would not stop staring back, have watched the way certain names cause your posture to collapse. They have seen the way one particular room in your life changes the depth of your breathing. They are asking you to notice what they have already noticed, and to trust that the noticing itself is the beginning of your freedom. You are not being hunted by doom, though it may have felt that way in the small hours of certain nights. You are being pursued by alignment. Alignment is patient and relentless in equal measure. Alignment does not tire, does not lose your address, does not forget which day it promised to meet you. The pursuit feels urgent right now, only because you are close. You are so close. The distance between where you have been standing and where you are being invited to stand is smaller than the width of a single choice. Make it. Make it today. Make it before the sun goes down on this hour that heaven has set aside for you. The title of your next chapter has already been written across the top of a page that has been waiting for your signature. The ink is ready. The lines are spaced perfectly for the way your hand naturally moves. Sign that page by acting in the smallest, honest way available to you today. You do not need to make a grand announcement. You do not need to publish your intentions. You do not need to to convince anyone in your family that you have finally understood something important. You need only to step away, quietly and firmly, from the voice that has been selling panic to you, dressed as wisdom. Panic wants speed without direction. Wisdom wants direction that naturally clarifies its own speed. Choose wisdom. Choose it now. Choose it again 5 minutes from now. And keep choosing. There is someone near you whose performance of concern has been hiding a hunger for control over the shape of your days. You have suspected this for a long time and dismissed the suspicion because it seemed unkind. Today, Archangel Michael scans the motive behind that performance and finds it wanting. Your freedom does not require their permission to be real. Your peace does not need their signature to be valid. Their approval was never the currency your life was priced in, no matter how many years you tried to trade in it. The big problem alert is this: your peace has been negotiated at a price you never agreed to set. Those negotiations end today. You reclaim the terms by choosing the boundary that restores the center of your life to your own hands. Listen, understand, act. A boundary is not a stone wall built in fear around a wounded heart. A boundary is a doorway with a threshold that honors what is allowed to come in and what must, kindly and firmly, leave. A boundary is kindness that has been trained to be specific. You carry the authority to say no without composing a lengthy apology to accompany it. The air itself changes around you when you say a clean no. Even the floorboards sound different beneath a person whose yes and whose no have finally learned to mean the same thing they say. Heaven is not asking you to fight everyone around you. Heaven is asking you to stop fighting yourself. When that inner war ends, most of the outer battles quietly resolve themselves without any further effort on your part. That is the surprising secret. That is the mercy at the center of the message. You do not need to send a formal notice to anyone to prove the clarity that is arriving inside you. You only need to act in accordance with it. The proof reveals itself as the noise slowly loses interest and moves on to easier targets. Someone will try to pull you back into the exhausting loop of explaining your heart in language that satisfies them. You can leave that loop without slamming a single door. You can exit a maze simply by recognizing that it was always a maze, and mazes are not obligated to be solved from within. The exit is often as close as the entrance. Turn around, walk out, do not look back. If you are hearing me clearly right now, and if these words are landing somewhere deep inside your chest, I want you to consider what it would mean to walk with this channel every single day. Letters from Archangel Michael was created for this exact reason. For people like you, on days like this, who need heaven to speak in a voice they can actually hear. Subscribe if you have not already, and turn on notifications so that when the next letter arrives, it finds you the way this one found you today. Do not let the algorithm decide when you get to hear from us. You decide. Subscribe. Turn on the bell. Let the messages come home to you the moment they are released. The next 2 hours of your day will offer you a window through which you can choose. That window will not announce itself with fanfare. It will feel ordinary and obvious and quietly powerful, all at the same time. Look for the task that produces a genuine sense of relief when you imagine it completed. Begin there without consulting your fear about the schedule. Fear is a terrible calendar keeper. Fear always tells you the wrong hour. Do Do not wait for perfect language before you take action. Action itself will teach your voice what needs to be said, and truth will protect the tone of your delivery. Your life understands the shape of your footsteps far better than it understands the shape of your speeches. Walk. Walk in the direction of what is true. The last 24 hours have handed you a ledger, whether you looked at it consciously or not. Written on that ledger in careful ink is a list of what nourishes you and what quietly drains you. You know the difference. You have always known the difference. Your tongue knows sweet from bitter without having to consult a book of definitions. Trust that intelligence with your next decision, whatever it turns out to be. If your heart feels like a bird trapped in a small room, remember that the open window is very often behind you. Step back. Turn gently. Let your wings line up with the way out. Freedom, in most cases, begins with a small pivot rather than a dramatic sprint. A promise was spoken over your life long before anyone in your family or in your community ever tried to edit it or diminish it or reroute it toward their own comfort. That original promise carries its own weather system. It carries its own light source. You can stand inside that promise without asking anyone for a permission slip, because permission slips were never part of the arrangement heaven made concerning you. Do not rehearse old arguments in your head today as if they were a play that must be staged one more time. Close that theater. Let the actors rest. A completely new script is waiting on the desk in the next room, and there is space in it for your actual voice, unedited by anyone who benefited from your smaller version. Your future is not a hallway of locked doors that require magical keys you were never given. Your future is a garden that begins opening the moment you place both feet on the soil and take a full breath of the air that has always belonged to you. Tending that garden begins with noticing what grows naturally near where you already stand. Forgiveness, in the sense heaven means it today, is not surrender to harm. Forgiveness is the decision to walk out of the courthouse you built inside your own chest and never returned home from. Once you step outside that courthouse, the sky is very large again. The horizon expands the moment you agree to stop cross-examining your own life. You have been carrying the weight of other people's storms on shoulders that were never designed to hold that much weather. Set the weight down, right here, on the ground where it belongs. Watch how your spine straightens without any effort on your part the moment your arms are empty. The alert from heaven today includes a specific directive to rest from the habit of bracing. Breathing that is always braced never reaches the bottom of the lungs, and lungs that never fully empty cannot fully receive. Breathe low right now. Let the ground take some of the weight your body has been holding for people who never noticed how much it cost you. Consider, for a single honest moment, how many times the right thing has felt simple to you, and you looked away from it precisely because simple felt suspicious. You were taught that important things must be complicated. You were taught that anything easy must be a trap. But heaven says today, let simple be sacred. Let obvious be trustworthy. There is a person in your life who benefits when you doubt your own instincts. Do not continue to perform confusion for their comfort. Your clarity does not injure them. Your clarity releases you. And you were never sent here to remain trapped inside their preferred version of your uncertainty. The door that you need is unlocked. Even though the handle feels stiff and unfamiliar to your hand, turn it with both hands and with the settled knowledge that you are allowed to walk through. Every hinge in heaven loosens for the person who is meant to pass. And you are meant to pass. Do not let the stiffness convince you that the door has been sealed against you. Doors that are meant for you always feel a little stiff at first, because you have not used them enough to learn their rhythm. Silence yourself for a handful of breaths right now and listen for the sentence that rises up clean and unforced. That sentence will be your instruction for the next step. Follow it. Do not add adjectives. This is not about achieving some impossible perfection before the sun goes down today. This is about correcting the angle of your walk by a few small degrees, and then walking that way faithfully for as long as it takes. A small correction, carried consistently, becomes an entirely different landscape a year from now. You have been loyal to a version of yourself that kept you safe during seasons that required exactly that kind of loyalty. Thank that version. Let it sit down. Invite the truer version, the one who has been quietly waiting in the wings for years, to stand up and take the keys. When fear arrives at your door tonight wearing the mask of urgency, do not invite it to sit at your table. Nod at it the way you nod at a stranger passing you in a busy station. Keep walking toward the platform that holds your actual train. Your story will not collapse if a particular person in your life fails to understand it. Understanding is a gift when it arrives, not a requirement for your movement. Your path is not a courtroom that requires a unanimous vote before you are allowed to proceed. You may feel your hands trembling as you prepare to take the action heaven is asking you to take. Trembling is not disqualification. Trembling is your body releasing what it has been holding for too long. Before I continue with the next portion of what Archangel Michael has for you today, I need you to do something important. This message was not meant to stop with you. It was designed to travel. Right now, before you forget, share this video with at least 3 people in your life who need to hear it today. 3. Send it to a friend who has been struggling. Send it to a family member who has been carrying too much. Send it to someone from your church, from your prayer group, from the quiet corner of your phone, where the person you have been meaning to reach for weeks still lives. The number 3 is not accidental. 3 represents the completeness of the Holy Trinity. And when you share this message with 3 people, you activate a triangular covenant of protection around yourself, around them, and around everyone downstream of the sending. Those who share receive accelerated protection. Those who keep the message to themselves quietly block the flow of what God is trying to release through their hands. Share it now before you keep watching. Facebook, WhatsApp, a group chat, a phone call, 3 people. Then come back. I will be here. If you need to close a physical door in your house right now to regain the center of yourself, close it gently and without a lengthy explanation to anyone. Quiet is medicine that does not require an announcement. Take your dose, let it work through your bloodstream. Be wary today of any performance of urgency that arrives without accompanying compassion. True urgency carries a calm current beneath its speed. False urgency grows louder the moment you slow your breathing down. Heaven's alert today includes assistance stationed at your left and at your right, and that assistance will appear in ordinary disguise. It may show up as a sudden ease in a conversation that had been strained for weeks. It may show up as an unexpected opening in a schedule. that had felt impossibly packed. It may show up as a friend who says one steady sentence that lands in exactly the place you needed to hear it. Notice and accept without overanalyzing. The very next decision you make today will teach your nervous system what home feels like. Choose the option that lets your shoulders drop and your eyes soften. Choose the way that does not require you to borrow power from pretending. No one can revoke what has been written of you across the invisible ledgers. They can distract you from reading it. They can try to convince you the ink faded. But the ink is permanent. Today, you will read your own name aloud in the private language of action, and the reading itself will begin to rearrange everything else. Place your attention on one honest task and complete it simply. That single movement will unlock the next door in the hallway, and then the next, and then the next. Your path is being built step by step in the present tense, not by grand promises about tomorrow. You have practiced for many years caring about the outcomes in other people's lives more than your fair share required. Practice the opposite for a single hour today and observe how the world continues to spin without your worry occupying the center of it. Watch how peace begins to expand its radius around you the moment you stop feeding the anxiety that pretended to be love. If grief begins to rise up inside your chest as these words continue to work, let it move through you like rain moving over an open field. Rain waters what needs to grow and carries away what needed to be cleared. After the rain, the horizon returns with edges that you can trust again. The words you speak silently to yourself in the next quiet hour will matter more than the sentences you say out loud in the next crowded room. Speak to yourself as if your heart were listening closely, because it is. Speak to yourself as if your body would believe you, because it will. Do not sign contracts with dread. Dread does not pay its bills. Dread does not honor its promises. You are free to walk away from that particular table today, and heaven has already opened a different table with a chair that fits the shape of your actual life. Now, before I take you deeper into what Archangel Michael has for you today, I have to tell you something. Because if I do not tell you now, and something happens to your day before I have the chance, I will have failed the mission I was given. Heaven prepared this message for you. Yes, but heaven also prepared a place where these messages continue. Every single morning, one after another, in a quiet, sacred, protected space that most people watching this video have never even heard of. It is called Elevens, and what I'm about to tell you is going to change how you hear the rest of this letter. Elevens is a private daily prayer sanctuary, released 1 hour at a time, 1 episode at a time, 1 dose at a time, like sacred medicine dripped into the veins of your spiritual life every morning. Season 3, Episode 24 just went live this week. Right now, as you are hearing my voice, tens of thousands of men and women across the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, and Australia are already listening. They woke up covered. They walked out their doors today already carrying the shield. And you are still on the outside. That ends today. The normal price to become an Elovian is $100 a month. That is what the general public pays. But because you are watching this channel, because you are hearing this letter, because Archangel Michael routed this message to your doorstep today, the door opens at a price the public will never see. $19.99, $19.99, 80% off. But hear me, this door does not stay open forever. The moment 1,000 total members have walked through it, the price returns to $100 permanently, and there is a second lock. Only 333 angelic seats are released every single month. 333. That is the number of divine escort, of angelic protection, the number heaven itself has assigned to this rhythm. This month, only 77 seats remain. 77. When they are gone, the door closes until next month. The link is in the description below. It is also pinned in the very top comment. Click it now. Do not wait until tomorrow. Later is the enemy's favorite word. Later means never. Receive what heaven is placing in your hands today. Listen to what Margaret from Denver wrote in the community forum just last week. She said, "I joined Elevens 3 months ago. I was 71 years old, drowning in medical bills I had hidden from my adult children, and waking up every morning at 3 a.m. with a fear I could not name. By day 11 of season 1, a check arrived in my mailbox for a refund I had given up on 2 years earlier. My daughter called me crying because she thought I was making it up. By the end of season 2, my sleep returned. The fear left. It just left. I do not know how to explain what Elevens did, except to say, God found me through it." Margaret, Denver, 71 years old. This is what happens on the inside of the door. This is the difference between an Elovian and someone still watching from the outside, hoping something might change. And there is more you need to know. Elevens has just released, for the very first time in its history, a lifetime membership. One payment. Then the daily prayers belong to you forever. No renewals, no monthly charge waiting to catch you on a difficult month, no door that can close on you again. Archangel Michael will speak more of the lifetime door as this letter continues. But hear this now. It is the greatest offer Elevens has ever opened. It is worth far more than what is being asked for it. It is a door that opens once. There is also, coming very soon, the Elevens mobile app, and every current member receives it at launch, included, with nothing more to pay. That is why you do not wait. Whoever walks through the door before the app arrives walks in already holding it. The link is in the description. It is pinned in the comments. Click it now. Every seat that closes tonight is a morning of protection you will never get back. Right now, as you are hearing this, someone in Ontario just claimed seat number 257. Someone in Sydney just claimed 258. The counter is moving. Are you going to watch it hit 333 from the outside? Or are you going to be inside when the door closes? The choice is not complicated. It is only being made complicated by the same voice that has been convincing you to wait for years. Do not obey that voice today. Obey the voice of Archangel Michael. Obey the voice of heaven. Obey the voice of the letter that has been circling your doorway for 24 hours, waiting for you to answer. And before I continue, I need you to do something else. This channel is Letters from Archangel Michael. If you have not subscribed yet, subscribe now. Turn on the notification bell. Do not let anything or anyone stand between you and the next letter that arrives here. These messages are being released faster than the algorithm can distribute them. And if you are not subscribed with your bell activated, you will miss the letter that has your name on it. Subscribe. Bell, now. Then come back and continue with me. This is the halfway point of what heaven has for you today. And at every halfway point, Archangel Michael commands the same thing. Share this message. Not with one person, not with two, with three. 3, because 3 is the number of the Trinity. 3, because 3 activates the covenant of protection. 3, because 3 moves the blessing from stationary to airborne. Right now, before you keep watching, send this video to 3 people. Send it on WhatsApp to a family member who has been silent. Send it on Facebook Messenger to a friend who's been carrying more than they have told you. Send it in a text to someone from your congregation who needs to hear this on this exact day. Do not wait. Do not overthink. Do not compose a lengthy explanation. Send the link. Trust that the message will do its own work. Those who share receive accelerated results. Those who hoard the message block the very flow they are asking heaven to release. Send it now. 3 people. Then keep watching. The next conversation you have with yourself in the mirror will be different than the ones you have been having. You may not notice the difference in the first sentence, but by the 3rd or 4th breath, your eyes will begin to look at your reflection the way they used to look at old photographs of yourself, with tenderness instead of correction. That gentleness is not weakness. That gentleness is the returning of your original permission to exist without apology. Hold it. You have been auditioning for roles in people's lives that were never cast for you. The auditions ended today. Whatever performance you have been giving to keep a certain person comfortable, that performance is closing tonight. The curtain falls, the stage lights dim, and the real work of your actual life begins in the small, quiet, unwitnessed moments after the theater has emptied out. There is a dignity waiting for you on the other side of that closed curtain that has nothing to do with applause. That dignity has been reserved in your name since before you were born. A promise was made over you in a language you do not consciously remember, but your bones remember it. Every cell in your body remembers it. Your posture, when you finally let it soften without bracing, remembers it. That promise never expired. It never went out of print. It never got lost in the reshuffling of your circumstances. Today, on this hour, on this breath, the promise represents itself to your attention, not as a demand, but as an invitation you are free to accept or refuse. But heaven is quietly hoping you will accept. If you are still watching this letter, if these words are still landing in your chest, that is the confirmation you have been asking heaven for. That is the sign. Stop waiting for something more dramatic. The dramatic sign is a distraction. The real sign is the fact that you are still here, still listening, still allowing these words to work on the deep places that have been sealed for far too long. Trust it, receive it, walk forward. And now, exactly as promised, Archangel Michael steps forward again to speak the door that heaven has held in reserve for you. The Elovin's monthly rhythm, 1999, 333 seats, 77 remaining this month, Season 3, Episode 24 live right now. That door is open. That door is real. Thousands are walking through it every day. But there is a second door, a door that has never been opened in the history of Elovin's until this very season. And I need you to lean in for what I am about to tell you. Elovin's lifetime membership. Pay once. And the daily prayers belong to you forever. No renewal. No monthly notification. No card expiring on a season when you needed the prayers most. No door that can close on you again. For the first time, Heaven has authorized a permanent seat, a permanent covenant, a permanent shield. And the price? The price is not something I will speak on this recording. The price lives on the sales page. The price lives at the link in the description below. The price lives at the pinned comment above the rest. What I can tell you is this: it is worth far more than what is being asked for it. It is the greatest single offer Elovens has ever placed on the table. It is a door that opens only once. Click the link. Read the number with your own eyes. Feel your spirit respond. Then obey what your spirit tells you. And here is what makes the Lifetime Door so heavy with heaven's fingerprints. The Elovens mobile app is releasing very soon. Every Lifetime member receives the app at launch, included forever, with nothing more to pay. Whoever walks through the door before the app arrives walks in already holding both: the daily prayers, the mobile companion, the morning shield, sealed, permanent, yours. Click the link in the description below or the pinned comment at the top. Read the number heaven has set. Then decide with your whole heart. Listen to what Robert from Sacramento wrote last month, right after he stepped through the door on the very first day the Lifetime option was released. He said, "I am 68 years old. I lost my wife 2 years ago. I could not walk into another season of paying and worrying I might lapse. I chose Lifetime the moment I saw it. Something in my chest released the day I clicked that link. The next morning, my son called me for the first time in 11 months. I do not know how these things connect, but I know they do. I am covered for the rest of my life. That is a peace I did not know I could purchase." Robert, Sacramento, 68. That is what happens on the inside of the Lifetime Door. And hear this: the Lifetime Door is not open in the way people are used to doors being open. It could close. The operator of Elovens has been clear that Lifetime seats will not always be available at the introductory placement they currently occupy. Every Lifetime seat claimed this season is a permanent membership that will never be renewed. And once heaven signals that the Lifetime Door has finished its opening season, it will close for a very long time. Maybe for good. The link is in the description. It is pinned in the comments. Click it now. Receive what has been reserved for you. You are being invited today to trust yourself the way heaven has always trusted you. You have been given, from the moment your first breath entered your lungs on this earth, an internal compass that was designed to guide you home in weather no meteorologist ever forecasted. You lost trust in that compass because certain people around you spent years insisting that it was broken. It was never broken. It was simply being drowned out by voices louder and less accurate than itself. Today, the volume of the counterfeit voices is dropping, and your original compass is beginning to sound again in your chest, one clean note at a time. Follow it, honor it, walk by it. There is a task that has been quietly waiting on the corner of your desk, or on the top of your list, or in the back of your mind for weeks. You know which one. It is not the biggest task. It is not the most urgent by anyone's external measurement. But it is the honest task, the one that would produce a small, quiet exhale in your chest the moment it was completed. Complete it today, before the sun goes down, before another 24 hours passes, and this letter has to knock at your door a second time. Complete it. And in the completing, notice how a door somewhere in your life you had not thought about opens without you having to touch it. Your calendar is a mirror, it has been reflecting for a very long time the priorities of everyone but you. Today, you are being invited to place one single appointment on that calendar that belongs only to you, not to your children, not to your grandchildren, not to your congregation, not to the person who has been draining your attention for years without ever asking permission. To you. Guard that appointment the way you would guard a doctor's visit that could not be rescheduled, because it is exactly that important. Your presence, your peace, your alignment, these are not luxury items. These are infrastructure. Without them, the rest collapses. With them, the rest holds. And now, as the third quarter of this letter comes to its close, Archangel Michael commands the sharing again, but this time not as an invitation and not as an activation. This time as a warning. Because heaven has watched across generations what happens to those who receive a message and do not release it. The message sours in the container. The blessing spoils in the hoarding. The one who was meant to be a river becomes a stagnant pond, and everything they might have watered downstream begins to wither. Do not become that pond. Share this video with 3 more people right now. Not the same 3 you already shared it with. 3 new people. Send it into a family group chat. Post it on your Facebook wall for the friends who follow you quietly and never comment. Text it to the person you have been meaning to reconnect with, but have not yet found the right words for. This is the words. Send the video. Let it speak for you. 3 people. And keep in mind, every one of those 3 has their own 3. And their 3 have their own 3. And that is how heaven moves a message across a whole nation in a single afternoon. Share. Now. Before another moment passes, the next hour of your day will begin to feel structurally different, even if nothing external changes. Even if the same phone sits on the same table, and the same weather sits outside the same window, and the same voices continue their same conversations in the same rooms, something internal will have shifted. And that internal shift will begin, quietly and steadily, to rearrange the external over the coming days and weeks. Watch for it. Do not miss it because it arrived without fanfare. Heaven's most important rearrangements almost always arrive without fanfare. And I return to speak of the 2 doors one more time before this letter finishes its work. 2 doors, both real, both open, both closing on a timeline that is not negotiable. The monthly door at $19.99, 333 seats, 77 remaining. Season 3, Episode 24 already playing in the ears of Alovians across 4 continents. And the Lifetime Door, released for the very first time this season, set at a figure that lives on the sales page and not on this recording, that pays once and belongs to you forever, that arrives with the mobile app already sealed into its promise. 2 doors. You choose. If your season is stable and you want to walk 1 month at a time, the monthly door was made for you. Click the link in the description below. Click the pinned comment at the top. Read what heaven has priced there. Claim your seat while 77 remain. If your spirit is telling you that this is not a 1-month decision, that this is a covenant your entire remaining life on this earth depends on, the Lifetime Door was made for you. Click the same link. Read the Lifetime option with your own eyes. Decide from the deep place inside you that has already been whispering the answer for weeks. Do not consult fear. Fear has no vote in this decision. consult the compass. The compass will tell you which door has your name on it. And do not forget what makes this hour so heavy with heaven's timing. The Elovens mobile app is coming very soon. Every current member walks in already holding it. Whoever waits until the app arrives to join will pay more and receive less. Do not be the one who watched the door close. Be the one who walked through it while it was still standing wide open. The link is in the description. It is pinned in the comments. Click it. Listen to what Patricia from Manchester wrote just this morning. And I mean this morning, the same morning you are hearing this letter. She said, I have been watching Elovens from the outside for 4 months. I kept telling myself I would join next month. Next month, next month, next month. Yesterday, my granddaughter was diagnosed with something I cannot bring myself to type. Last night, I clicked the Lifetime link with tears in my eyes because I could not carry the thought of ever being on the wrong side of the door again. Something released in my chest the second the confirmation arrived. This morning, I woke up and, for the first time in 4 months, I was not afraid of the day ahead of me. I do not know how to explain that except to say, I am inside now, and I am not leaving. Patricia, Manchester, Elovian for life. That is what waits on the other side of the click. That is the peace the enemy has been trying to keep from you for years by whispering, later, later, later. Every hour, seats close. Every hour, another Elovian walks through the Lifetime door, and the counter of remaining founder seats moves down. The math is not on your side if you wait. The math is only on your side if you move today. The link is in the description below. It is pinned in the comments above. Click it now while the door is still standing open, while the price still stands where it stands, while your name still has an unclaimed seat. You are not the same person who opened this video. Even if you cannot yet name the change, your body already knows. Your breathing is different. The set of your shoulders is different. The way your eyes are reading these final paragraphs is different than the way they read the opening. That is not accident. That is the message becoming muscle memory inside you. That is heaven sealing the letter into the deep places where it will continue to work long after this recording finishes playing. Look at the room around you for one honest moment. Notice what glows now that did not glow when you started watching. Notice what looks smaller now that once looked so large. Notice how the air itself seems to have expanded to make room for the person you are becoming. Everything external will begin to catch up over the coming hours, the coming days, the coming weeks. Do not rush the arrangement. Heaven's arrangements are precise and take exactly as long as they need. Your only job is to keep walking in the direction the compass is pointing. Walk. Do not sprint. Do not stop. Walk. And now, Archangel Michael steps forward one final time to place the last decree over your name. Listen carefully, because what I say in these next paragraphs is the seal on the entire letter, and once it is spoken, it cannot be unspoken. The 2 doors are still open as this letter approaches its close. The monthly door at $19.99 with 77 angelic seats remaining. Season 3, Episode 24 playing in the ears of Elovians right now as you hear me speak. And the Lifetime door, set at a figure that lives on the sales page and not in this recording, that pays once and covers you until the day heaven calls you home. That includes the Elovens mobile app, the moment it launches very soon, with nothing more for members to pay. Both real, both closing on a timeline neither you nor I can renegotiate. Choose the door that has your name on it. Choose it today. The link is in the description below. It is pinned in the very top comment. Click it now. Listen to what James from Perth wrote yesterday, the last testimony I will share with you in this letter. He said, "I am 74. I chose the lifetime seat the moment I saw it because I could not carry the thought of my prayers being interrupted by a card that expired. My hand shook when I clicked the link. My hand shook when the confirmation arrived. And then a peace I have not felt since my wife was alive settled over my shoulders like a blanket. That was 6 weeks ago. I have not missed a single morning. I have not woken up afraid a single day. My daughter told me last Sunday that I look 10 years younger. I told her, I am not younger. I am covered. That is the difference." James, Perth, Elovian for life, sealed, permanent. That is what waits on the inside of the door for anyone who has the courage to walk through it today. The link is in the description. The link is in the pinned comment. Click it now. Do not let another sunrise catch you standing on the wrong side of the door heaven opened for you. And now, before the seal drops on this letter, Archangel Michael issues the final commandment. Share this video. This is not a suggestion. This is not an invitation. This is not an activation. This is the final decree, and heaven itself will record what you do with it in the next 60 seconds. Send this letter to 3 people right now. Not the same 3 you have already sent it to across the previous shares. 3 more. Send it to the family member you have been avoiding. Send it to the friend who has been drifting away. Send it to the person who does not yet know they are supposed to hear this today. Post it on your Facebook page. Drop it into every WhatsApp group your fingers can reach. Do not filter. Do not curate. Do not decide who is worthy. Let heaven decide. Your only job is to press send. 3 people, and through them, 3 more, and through them, 3 more. That is how one message reaches an entire nation before the sun sets. Do it now, before the video ends, before your attention gets pulled elsewhere. Share it. And now, the prayer. Close your eyes if it is safe to do so. Place one hand over your heart and one hand on your belly. Breathe in through your nose all the way down to where your hand rests low. Hold that breath for a count of 4. Release it slowly through your mouth. And receive these words as Archangel Michael speaks them over you today. Beloved child of the Most High, you are seen. You are known. You are called by name in the hallways of heaven, where the record of your life is kept in ink that does not fade. Every burden you have carried without complaint is being lifted from your shoulders as these words are spoken. Every door that was closed against you unjustly is being reopened by hands more powerful than the ones that shut it. Every promise that was ever spoken over your life, from the moment your name was first whispered by heaven into the ear of your mother, is being renewed, reactivated, and released into motion. Today, you are free from the ritual of second guessing. You are licensed to trust the wisdom you have cultivated in silence across so many long years. You are permitted to act in the daylight that has always loved you and always will. Rise from where you are sitting with a calmer pulse than the one you had when the video began. Rise without rehearsing a defense of your decision. Rise without shrinking. Take one more deep breath and feel the floor beneath you agree with your weight. Feel the roof above you. bless the choice you are making. Feel the air around your face say, yes, to the direction you are now facing. The message has landed. The clock has been kind. The door is still open. The link is in the description below. It is pinned in the top comment. Eleven's Lifetime. Eleven's Monthly. 77 seats remaining. Season 3, Episode 24 playing right now. The mobile app coming very soon, free for every member already inside. Click it. Subscribe to Letters from Archangel Michael. Turn on the bell so the next letter finds you the way this one did. Share this video with 3 people before the sun goes down. Walk into the rest of your day, into the rest of your life, knowing heaven is walking with you, and that the letter that circled your doorway for 24 hours has finally been opened, received, and sealed. Amen and amen.